day that passes, it's like I'm clashing with baskets, arachnids, and every hazardous thing in the earth's inhabitants. They hate the fact that I'm rapping with the voice of a passionate African-American activist, calling out the government's blasphemous practices and their deadly apparatuses. Havoc is a tool to put moral fear in the savages. Quotation around that when it's said, see, they created the wall that my back's against, not a back again. Geppettos in the ghettos leaving us with the radishes. They act as if it hasn't been too long since this corruption has been happening, and act as if equality's actually what the masses get, like we can all sit where the master sits. See, we know CEOs aren't chatting with applicants. They see Negroes as actresses and animals that are masters at shooting baskets in. Monkeys who they compare and contrast us with. I have to spit eloquent, intelligent rhetoric with that immaculate flow, because they take lines decorated and fashion it, and through the voice of a desperate rapper is how they package it. Rappers that wouldn't know lyricism if they were slapped with it. It wouldn't be the issue if their name was John and they sat in the bag of it. And every rap that they rap's attached to a laxative. They're so full of crap, they all remind me of flatulence. They kill us and make it look like an accident, whether violent or pacifist, whether a delinquent, a college graduate. We're masochists, distracted with money and getting stacks of it, spending every last of it on things we don't even have to get. Blow every dollar you save in 2 days on 2 chains or new J's with blue suede with diamonds on the back of it, but you don't have the cash for rent. You sleeping on the floor, but you're not buying mattresses. Every word is accurate. No offense, but I'm not waiting on Jesus of Nazareth to bring my dying people back to life like he did Lazarus. We are the chosen, the next to inherit the symbol, the head of the temple, and our minds will forever resemble the greatest minds that were ever assembled. Consciousness never will dwindle. Change the world with lead and a pencil. My method is simple. Keep your noggin polished with knowledge. I promise that keeping wisdom in your head is essential. It once was abolished. I spend my time learning the logic, theories, cultures, and phonics, things college never will give you. Warfare's mental. They say if you've ever wanna hide anything in this world from a black woman, a guy, you put it inside a book, because that's where we spend the least of our time. Away from distractions and feeding our mind, but reading provides the weaponry that's needed to rise. A false perception leads to demise. You see the disguise, they kill you mentally, but keep your heart beating inside. We're blueprints for greatness, but only few see the design. You'll see it in time. This is the school of competent in consciousness. Our history's origin is on a whole nother continent. We're the original Nostradamuses, natural pharmacists. Each of us are our own individual gods and goddesses. Speaking of goddesses, here's a message from Miss Anonymous. Cause anything giving women confidence, that's stripped of all of it. How come if I call you the B word, you not too fond of it? But if I put the word bad in front of it, it's a compliment. The media's image of you is fraudulent, yet you follow it. Being treated like a queen supposed to be your prerogative. Is it because you fatherless? Is that the reason you think you have to be bottomless just so you can be prosperous? See, you condone it, so your symbol of beauty tarnishes. You don't respect yourself enough to keep your demeanor positive? I have a problem with this premise, so much that's wrong with it. A king needs his queen to be dominant, be the monument, and know your worth. They treat you as low as dirt, greatest miracle known to earth. There's new leaders to grow and nurse, so let's go to work. I'm sorry, but the truth is gonna hurt. People go berserk when I tell them that I don't go to church, but the slave and slave master can't worship the same God, cause when they do, they don't receive the same odds. The God that they serve allowed them to genocide you, and you have the audacity to say that same God lives inside you. I don't want the same title as my rival. Even the KKK is Christian and claim they follow the Bible. They burnt and lit crosses on lawns in the name of Jesus, and slave masters beat us until we became believers. See, the key to free us is to know your history. I'm not against whites, I'm against white supremacy. Remember Black Wall Street, the kingdom we built? Remember all of the bombs, all the people they killed? We need to rebuild, but nobody sees it as urgent. All of that money collected from all those preachers at service. Even rich blacks won't give up anything of their earnings. But that right there is a whole nother sermon. Black Thoughts.